It's May, and we are up here in the room upstairs of the house. This is a live update, monthly update. We will see how far my Wi-Fi lets me go here. Don't be concerned with the way these look. We have had warm temperatures, and I've been moving things out of the basement. And so upstairs and down in the basement, where in the laundry room have been kind of neglected. I have not been down there yet. I will be down there soon. Here's my Pantherina, which is this big plant here, and it's got a few spikes on it. Down there is my Taishing Eagle that I remounted into that basket with sphagnum, and it has acclimated. It's got a new root coming. Here is, what is that? I haven't detected any fragrance yet. There is Yafoon Pink Bees, sweet fragrance that I love, Phalaenopsis. There's a Samurai that has got a spike. Guadalupe Pineda. I have these paths which just are going over. This is Rothschildianum right here. And then this is Mount Toro, which is slow to open, and I need to spray. Like I said, I have to open. You see those mealybugs there? I need to open up the window and put a vent in here. Moving down here, this is another path, which I don't know what the tag is, but it's a Sanderianum cross. I think it's got Sanderianum cross with something else. Anyway, it's a Sanderianum cross. Right here is Mitsuko Takasaki, which is very, very fragrant. That's a cross. And then I have some Laturias down and around here, and there's some Cattleyas. And really just more Phalaenopsis. Here is, looks like it was affected by the heat. That would have been my rusty spots, BLC rusty spots or BL rusty spots. And then here is, I believe this is Phalaenopsis George, I think. No fragrance. I think that has some Yang Yang blueberry in it, maybe. Yeah, I took a lot of stuff up outside that was up here. Yeah, the yellowing leaves are because I need to repot or water, most likely. But for the most part, they're doing very well. This is my Modesta. And this is my Hieroglyphica. And then I've got an Ambinosa somewhere. Look at that. Leaves are just falling apart. But yeah, I've got an Ambinosa that just finished blooming. And so on and so forth. Let's see if we can make it down in the basement. About it up here. And like I said, sorry for the yellowing leaves. I've really been trying to work out the rainwater situation for getting it from the gutter to that room upstairs, which is kind of difficult, but plus, it's the time of the year where I'm getting plants outside, and those Phalaenopsis are not going to be outside. So, and this is the room that I have not been in for a week. So, but the humidifiers have still been running, and a lot of stuff has been moved out. But let's start over here with the few angricoids that I have left. This is Angraecum leonis, which still has a spike. In front here is Angraecum biramense, which has new roots. And the cousin Ichlorianum is here. These are vining type angricoids from Madagascar and the Comoros. To the right here, this is my Jumelia jumelita, which is a cross. And it likes shade, likes air movement. Here's the cross for Jumelita. Arachnantha, Arachnantha and Densiflora. Kind of a cooler, intermediate grower. Did bloom nicely. Gave me a couple of blooms this winter. And it's given me some babies at the base. Now, right here is my only chlorophyllus type, which is Strepia muscifera. More of an intermediate, can take some warmth, but must have good air movement and likes consistent moisture at the roots. It is small, and it is still acclimating. I just got that from Ecuador, I think. And it gets little cute little flowers from the backs of the flowers. And beside that is my Arangus citrina or citrata. Let's grab the tag without beating at the plant. Citrata. And it bloomed very weakly for me because I was gone for the most part. But it's still alive. I've had issues with Arangus and citrina in general, with just keeping them alive. So we will see what happens. Okay. And up here is Gracum compactum. Probably put this outside. That's another species. Really just growing. And then here is that trick that I got from Josh, which I don't know what he was talking about. Sophronitis, coccinia, no doubt. Okay, that'll be dead before the month's out. Then I have this new plant that I got from Orchidea amazonica, and this is Camaridia. It's a maxillaria now, Maxillaria camaridia, and it is a beautiful white, has a beautiful white flower. I think there's some fragrance to it, and it blooms from this growth from the nodes. Little bitty white flower. Well, they're not big, little, but plentiful. Okay. Over here is my Angraecum vicariere that I got from Peter Lynn. It's kind of just sitting there. I haven't watered it yet. Over here, now I do need to water this, and I will as soon as I do this video, because I think some of these blooms are gonna, particularly that one, but this is my Joyce, Angraecum Joyce Stewart, which is compactum times scateanum, and you can see the numerous flower buds and the spur developing. So I need to give it a drink before those buds blast. Next to here is my Encyclia bractescens, which just finished blooming. Here is one of my criniferas, Epidendrum criniferum, that I just got. This is the one that I got from Orchideus. Got another two pieces outside that I got. Oh, look, there's buds right there. So those are beautiful flowers. They're white, kind of similar to Epidendrum. Well, it's kind of similar to Stanfordianum, not Stanfordianum, but Reniferum, but they're more red or pink. They still have that frill. But yeah, there's a bud there, and there's lots. Oh, there's another bud right there. Look. That's a bud. And there's another spike. This was covered in spikes. And the one that's outside that I haven't shown yet is as well. There is the tag, Epidendrum criniferum. Let me see what else is down here. This is epidendrum. No, that's my maxillaria picta here. I'm pointing at this back here. That looks like it's putting up new growths over there, which is good. Here in front here, this is my Phalaenopsis tetraglyph, which is Tetraspis crossed with Hieroglyphica. And it has got spikes. And there's going to be a bud right there. There's a couple spikes. Here, looks like these buds are blasting. This is my Prosthecia, which is Skeptra. There's the tag. Here's my Phalaenopsis marii. And then in front here is Bulbophyllum nymphopolitano. And it did have, like I said, it's been hot. And I haven't been down here. I've been mostly outside. So these plants need a drink for sure, especially my Joyce Stewart. And I will do that. I'm just loving the buds. Can't wait to show those flowers. But we've seen them before because it has rebloomed for me. In the other room, really, there's nothing there, but I will show you anyway before I go outside if I make it outside. Because there are people outside and I don't do that. I'm going to get these racks out. Everything else you see is gone. All the live plants are gone. I don't know why I have the humidifier on and the fan, but I'm just showing you in the grow light that should be off. But anyway, I'll bring that rack up and all these racks, and they will go outside. So I'm going to go outside, and hopefully there's no neighbors across the way because you know me. I am shy. Okay. But since we're live, I got to do it anyway. So we'll flex through it, even if it becomes a silent movie. Okay. So this is where, besides the greenhouse, this is where the majority will reside. Okay. I'm bringing up some shade that will eventually probably, maybe, there. But this is Josh made me do this. I almost didn't, but I'm glad I did. This, of course, is a trichocentrum luridum, and there's still buds. See if I can give you a close up. Trichocentrum luridum, amazing. He's like fairly highlight, not direct though. And I had a luridum. Well, I have one, which is there, still giving me another growth, still a baby. Here's another trichocentrum sprucei. No, Runine. Next to it is had this for a year, and it's putting out new roots. This is Trichocentrum candidum. There's roots down there. It's in miniature. Did get a spike. The spike blasted. Then there's some epidendrums. This is my chocolate drop, yellow, and then I've got some Naturias, Hedwinii, and something else that I'm just marinating down here. There's a bobo. It's a sister, no, it's Astropeum or something, but it's got 2 growths that it's matured over the winter. There's my Maxillaria Maui coconut, and then some more Laturias, and then here's some encyclias here. This is my Rufa, and then this is Sweet Saints with, no, that's what that is, Carol's Wood. And this is my Dan Falconieri. It's got new growth. Nice. And this is my Encyclia Sedalii. Here's my Dendrobium getting sunray, which is got that spike. This is one of my Giganteas, Phalaenopsis. Here's my Dendrobium candeliculatum. And just other plants that are growing. This is Dendrobium frederixianum. It's got kikis. There's a new growth. Water, water, water. Down here is my bobo that I got. And it's got a nice new growth there. And there's another one somewhere. This is my Jamaica Red. No, Lanny Mori. That bloomed. It's got this new growth and that new growth. And I've got this Stanhopea predator, Nigroviolacea predator. This is, I believe, this is my Path. I think it's Michael Kupovich. Name and marinating out here. And I've got more Passavolas. This way, that is my Leptotes that's recently planted, potted up. I mean, here is my Enobobon Unificum that it blasted its growth. And I just poured it off, it was right there. So I'm hoping that it'll give me some more growth. Here's my Dan Anceps that I just got. And down here is my poor sad looking Umbrea. That I just got. This is doing very well. This is that Hulatia Stanhope cross. And I still think some of those little nubbins down there are going to be blooms, I hope. And that is a Stanhopea, I can't remember. This is my Perenniae, and I am looking for new growths, because everything else is doing good, but I don't see anything on this. Turning around here, here's the Neuranthes. This is my well, I've only got so many, so Arachnites. And back over here are more of my Angricoids. This is my Comoros, Angraecum Comoro, which I think has scale. And I got that from Norman's. This is my variety Xerophyllum, isn't it? I think. And this is Linford White Beauty, and then I've got Lace Star here, and then this is my Heleni. And here is Jade's Dragon. Okay. Over here is one of my Scottianums. This is an Angræcum Scottianum species. And I've got another over here that is on this rack with this Sertorchis, which is giving me a new leaf. But my Scotianum looks almost like it's going to give, looks like it's spiking, but I can't. See if I can show it to you. Yeah, I can't show it to you because it's down in here. It's like right here. Looks like that's going to be an, it's a developing inflorescence, I would say, but I could be wrong. I have two Barcarias that are just sitting there. They get water and low light, and you can see it's already putting up a new growth. This one has yet to put up another growth. And this one is a miniature, as you see, but this one is putting up another growth. And what else? This is my Rangus distincta. And then I've got an Angraecum longa calcar, which is another Eburnum variety. And below that, I've got my Sequoia. Peruviana. And it's a very tiny Stanhopea type. Gets pendant spikes. And then it looks like this plant is giving me two new growths. It is. These like it on the more intermediate side and shady, so I have it a little bit low. Okay, what else? This is my Encyclia microtis. It's giving me those two growths. This is my Brassavola North Miami. You wouldn't know it, but it is, and it's giving me growth, so no fear. And right here is my Urichrome Victoria Nile. There's part of the tag. And it's doing okay. Overwintered really nicely. Sorry, it's just, there it is. All right. Here is another Angraecum species. This is my Florentulum. Very, very fragrant. Night fragrant. You can see that spur where the pollinator, most likely moths, any night insects are attracted to the fragrance, and then they put themselves in there and suck that pollen out, and no, not the nectar out, and then they pollinate the plant. And there are many stages of growth of this plant. There are more spikes developing up there, some buds. Tucked in here is another Sertorchis. This is my Arcuata. That's just my Kiki there that survived. I think this is my Cattleya Bactea grape wax. And this is my Bobo microphyllum. But yeah, this is night fragrant. Right here is my Cattleya Borinchana, or, Guarianthe. And then there is that Bobo maximum. Here is a little flower left on that Stanhopea. Not Stanhopea, it's an epidendrum, and it's remembering tea. And then here's this epidendrum here that's just finished blooming. That's that Pin Cove. No, it's Eddie Look Run. And here is this Griniferum. No, this is Dan and Cockeye. And the flower is going over. Really? Here is the Criniferum. The other next door. This is my Suncoast Hot Lava Stars Magma. And this plant is giving me a nice growth. Right here, this right here is my Oncidium Kuwait Late View. And it's still got that spike. Here is, I think this is my Maple Camba, I believe, giving me that growth. Here's another Trichocentrum that I got. And there's a cross. Nigden Spectabile is here. And there is my Trichocentrum carthagensis. Big, giving me growth over there. And behind over here, I want to point out, here is my Viburnum Germaniana, I think. Yes, that's what it is. And then back over this way, I forgot. This is my Dan Lasianthera. I don't know. Hopefully this will be good. It's a nice size. Here's my other Dan Macrophyllum crossed with Shirashii. And I think there is a new growth coming up. Yeah, there's one right there. Let's see. So that's a good thing. And this has to come back. This is my Epidendrum reniferum. And it's got this pseudobulb, and the others are terrible. But I'm just holding on to it for dear life, hoping that it comes back. This next door to it is my Sugita spots that bloomed, and here's a new growth. So I think I've covered everything. Oh, let me tuck in here and show you. This is my Epi Green Hornet. You remember that plant? It always blooms, and there is a spike forming, and I'm sure that this one will be bursting through too. So that's about it. That is it. I was looking for my Medusa. There it is. That's my Bobo Medusa. And did I say this? My Picta that I got at Windy Hill Garden at St. Louis, and I'm going to St. Louis tomorrow, and I think I'm going to go to Windy Hill. So I might make a video, and we will see. So stay tuned. And I think that's about it. There's Encyclia Granatica. Probably needs to be repotted. Oh, and here's my Docrilla Wallisii. And then I've got these seedlings here of Stephanie Takasaki and Richard Mueller. So I think I pointed out everything. So that's my update for May 2023. This is Encyclia. Well, no, it's not. It's an Oncidium type, but it's Trichocentrum luridum. Anyway, thanks for watching. And enjoy your orchids. Bye.